guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome. My name is Aiden. I am so happy that you are here today for my kind of rundown and breakdown of all of the Aura flankers from Mugler. Aura is the first Mugler fragrance that I ever got, and it was kind of so different from anything else that I'd ever smelled. So I was very excited to get this. It kind of opened up a big black hole for all of the Muglers that I have collected over the couple years since I started collecting. So yeah, if you have not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment and like the video if you enjoyed it. It really does help out small channels so much. So the original Aura came out in 2017, and I got it shortly after that. I want to say I might have gotten it in 2017. Definitely got it in 2018 before I bought or got any of the other flankers. The first thing that struck me about this fragrance was the bottle. I mean, it is so gorgeous. Mine's a little, I tried to wipe the fingerprints off, but it didn't do too well. So it's just very unusual looking. They did a beautiful job. It's gorgeous. These are refillable as long as Mugler still creates the scents. So it's sometimes hard to get a hold of the refills for these. That's one thing I've noticed with other discontinued fragrances. This line seems to be not being sold in stores as much as it was before, and even then it was difficult to get. This is the only one that I actually found in a physical store. The other two I had to search for, especially if you are in the United States. One of these never made it to any retailers in the United States because I looked for over a year, maybe 2 years. It was a long time anyway. So let me give you the notes for the original Aura. The original Aura, the EDP, I should say. The top notes are rhubarb, leaf, and bergamot. Middle notes are green notes, orange blossom, ylang-ylang, and pear. Base notes are bourbon, vanilla, woody notes, amberwood, sandalwood, and cormarin. I'm not sure what cormarin is. That's not a fragrance note that I'm familiar with, but this is probably, it's a very polarizing scent. People, I think with most Muglers, either really love them or really dislike them. Some may even hate them. This one, oh my gosh, it's so good. I usually like really sweet, fruity florals, gourmands, those type of things. I don't really gravitate towards green or other types of fragrances as much. This is unlike anything else in my collection. It is green, but it's not like a grassy green, which I was a little afraid of with the color and stuff. Oh, it's so good. You do get the vanilla in there, but it's like a green vanilla mixture. I want to bathe in this. Like, this is one perfume that I have worn quite a bit. I have the 1.7 ounce. I love this fragrance. You really do get, it has a presence too. It like, this is, if you want to smell different but still beautiful, I think this is a great fragrance for that. I really love this. The rhubarb leaf, I think, is what gives this green, just, it's a different green than anything else. I don't know of any other fragrances, I mean, off the top of my head, that have rhubarb leaf in them. And certainly none that have this blend with it. You do get the vanilla in here. I'm trying to look. I don't really get the bergamot or the pear. Like, it doesn't smell fruity at all to me. It doesn't smell citrusy at all. The florals might be hidden just a little bit, like behind that green and that vanilla, but really I get, and it probably, the sandalwood is probably coming out too. I'm not, like, I know scents that have sandalwood, but I could not pick that out as like a note in and of itself. So I'm not sure if that's the sandalwood that's making it creamy or if that's just the vanilla. I love it. I feel like it's a great scent, but I know it's not for everyone. So there is a lighter version, and there is Aura EDT. The EDT version came out in 2018. This is a newer perfume to my collection. I just got it very recently, actually, so that's why it's still in its box compared to this one, which I've had for years and I've worn quite a bit. I just have the 1 ounce in it, so you can kind of see a size difference. You can also see the shade difference. Like, this one is a dark emerald green. This one is more of a peridot. like the August birthstone versus, is it May? Something like that. I don't think this one smells like Aura at all. Sometimes in EDT, I know they never have like the same notes, but sometimes they smell like a less intense version. This, I don't get that green or that vanilla in this scent at all. So the notes are pear, hibiscus seed, which is unusual. I haven't heard hibiscus seed before. Bergamot and lemon. Middle notes are green notes, rhubarb, jasmine, and strawberry. Base notes are Tahitian vanilla, orris, musk, and ambrette. This, I definitely get more citrus now that I'm smelling it. Yeah. It's definitely a more fruity scent. I don't really get that greenery at all. This smells very much more generic to my nose, to like a lot of designer perfumes, as opposed to Aura. I don't think, I mean, I like this one, but if I was going to choose, I would definitely choose, I don't get the vanilla in this one at all. That Tahitian vanilla is not nearly as potent or as prominent or strong as in the EDP. So if you're looking for something that's lighter, this is definitely a lighter set. This is definitely more of a fresh version. I would probably, I don't know if I would wear this in superheat. This would probably be better in superheat, but this is like one that I would wear in the spring, I would wear in the fall. And this one maybe is more of a summer version. I don't know. This one is so intoxicating to me. I absolutely love it. So the EDT, it doesn't smell very much like the original to me at all. The third perfume in this line is Aura Sensualle. And this one was really hard to find. I knew my friend in Canada, Casually Fragrant, she got it and she reviewed it, and I was like, there's another version of it. And the bottle on this one is absolutely gorgeous. This, once again, is just a 1 ounce size. This one, unfortunately, like, since it's kind of like has that effect on it, I noticed that there's little scratches all over the bottle, which is very disappointing because I do love bottles, and that's a big reason why I started collecting fragrances in the first place. So I'm disappointed to see that the paint job is not holding up. Casually Fragrant reviewed this in early 2019. It came out in 2019, and I searched for it. I didn't get this until like the end of 2020 because it never came to retailers, and I was searching. Like, I was asking counters, I was asking reps, Mugler reps, because I know one from my local stores, and I was like, when is this coming out? And then they pulled Aura from the shelves in the different stores, and I was like, we're never going to get it, which was very disappointing because there's been other ones as well, like Angel Muse EDT. Those never came to perfume counters. They were ones that I had to get either at TJ Maxx or on FragranceNet, and I like to purchase and get like the free gifts and stuff, so I do that quite often, and I don't like to always wait for those sites to get things. Or those stores. So this one was so frustrating that I had to wait so long. There was some on eBay, but it's very hard to trust people on eBay sometimes. So yeah, this one never made it to stores in the United States. Oh, this one is beautiful too. So the notes for this one are gardenia and cinnamon leaf. Middle note is green notes. Base notes are white musk and sandalwood. It's funny though, because this is classified as an amber vanilla, and I swear there's a vanilla in here. Sometimes Fragrantica, their notes are not, they're not always exact. Sometimes they're from descriptions from the designers or the creators. Sometimes it's, I don't know how they do all of it, but I noticed that there's discrepancies, and sometimes they have more notes than are listed, and sometimes they have less. It's a little iffy. I get all of my notes from there, but they're not always, I feel, 100% accurate, as in this case with the vanilla. The vanilla is not as prominent as in the original EDP, but it is more prominent. Like, you definitely get vanilla more so than in the EDT. This one is really pretty. I do like this one. I don't feel like it's more sensual, given the name. I do like this one too. Now, Mugler fragrances are really good at lasting power, and I do get a fair amount of wear time with these. I haven't worn the Sensualle or the EDT as much as the EDP, but I can tell you, like, the EDP lasts forever and it lasts all day. It's not one that you need to top up. I feel like these ones, the other two, fade a little bit more quickly. They're still going to last you a good amount of time, at least 6 hours, if not more. Sometimes it's hard to judge longevity because other people can smell it on you, but if you don't have somebody to like ask if they can smell your perfume or what they think of it, it makes it a little difficult to judge like longevity or sillage or projection if it's just you, which it's most of the time just me. Anyway, anybody who I'm around, like, they very, very, very rarely comment on a fragrance. I do think this is a beautiful fragrance, and it is one that I'm so glad that I got, and it was worth the hunt for it. And if I was going to rank all of these, I would say Aura EDP is still my favorite. It's still the most unusual. It's so beautiful, and it is so intoxicating. Like, I knew I loved it, but I forgot how much I loved it just sitting here smelling them right now. I would put my second favorite as Sensualle. It's really good. I feel like it's a little creamier than the original one. It's not as intense by any means, but I feel like I like it better than the EDT because this one is just very much more citrusy and more generic. I feel like this is kind of like the bridge in between the EDP and the EDT. So I love them all. Like, I will wear all of them and I will enjoy all of them. It just kind of depends on what your fragrance tastes are. If you want something more unusual, go with the EDP. If you want something more citrusy, go with the EDT. If you want something kind of in the middle that would be a good everyday fragrance, go with the Sensualle. Let me know if you have tried these, what your thoughts are on these fragrances. Let me know how you are doing as well. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye.